I also had to call out Caitlin because she tried it too.
Of course you did.
Not in the same way.
Not in the same. Not even close.
Yeah. You could almost tell. You could almost tell Caitlin was like, "Should I do this? Oh fuck it, yeah. Let's see what happens.
What could go wrong?"
Whereas Angel's like,
she's like,
"Throw me the ball."
First of all, Caitlin Clark's like, "I'm in the clear. Look at what Angel's doing. No one's gonna bat an eyelash at me." Like,
oh man.
But anyway, welcome back to IDD.
A cool streak.
It was great to see, but we are back. Talk about the end of a bad streak. Tom and I, the redoubtable one himself, highly questionable, back together again at the Dago Bar. It is a suck 'em. What is it? No. It is a sip 'em slow
Sunday,
and we will be to the tune of you know who. One of the Sons of Liberty. He is back. Samuel Adams joining us tonight. It's hot. I mean, it is
swamp ass Sunday.
Yeah, it is Louisiana swamp hot. Yes. That's what it is. Yes. Which coincides with swamp ass.
Like there should be gators crawling around out here.
Yeah, and I hope that I swear to God, those things scare the shit out of me.
Well, we don't have that.
Yeah, thank God.
Not in Virginia.
We're too far north. It gets too cold for them in the wintertime. They wouldn't stay up here.
Dude, it sucks taking a week off from talking sports with you.
It does.
It's a hard thing.
I think Wednesday night was more therapy for me than anything because we hadn't talked. And the guys bailed on me on the weekend. What wasn't their fault? We were all destroyed. But anyway.
Oh, you had to go on by yourself? It was supposed to
I went on Wednesday night. I did two because it was nothing. I did it by myself. I've done solo ones before.
Dude, I know, but not on vacation you haven't.
No, that I have not.
Dude, we got to figure out a way to do it where we can, like, record a Zoom.
Yeah, we do have to figure that out.
Because people do that all the time.
I know, but yeah, we're so backwards ass here.
We're so fucking old ass.
By the way, welcome back to IDD. For those who know, I don't disagree. That is the redoubtable himself, Thomas Cheese. Highly questionable.
Didn't even say anything about Trump yet. Holy fuck.
We'll get into that one later.
That was nuts.
That was nuts. And we will get into that one later. Because it needs to be talked about.
Crazy
stuff.
Fucked up.
Crazy happenings.
Not cool.
And I'm sure you all saw that.
And it probably won him the fucking election.
It may have. We're gonna start with
glad he didn't die.
The big. I didn't want to see him die. I don't hate him that much. Not to kill him. But I mean, the thing is,
that would fuck up our country if the president got, or if somebody running for president was shot dead on camera.
I don't think America ever recovered from the Kennedy assassination.
Go
I don't think they've ever recovered. The people that are still alive that remember that, they remember that like it was yesterday. I don't think America ever recovered. At that point, we lost our innocence. But anyway, that's another story for another segment.
At that point,
we lost.
I think we lost our innocence quite.
No, but that was the first time I think the world knew, or the common, or the actually Americans realized it. Oh my God, the government actually isn't.
We lost our innocence when we killed the Native Americans.
We weren't around for that. We didn't kill them technically.
No, of course not. Not us. Well, we were
removed.
We weren't around for this one.
No, we weren't. But my parents were.
True.
And my mom still talks about it as one of the darkest moments in her life. So I get it. She's not the only one I've heard say that. We'll get into that. And anyway, we're going to start with, in New York, by the way, you know what's weird about this? Today I found myself, well, actually, it happened the other night, when the New York Liberty refused to let fucking Angel Reese pad her stats. I actually might root for the New York Liberty. They have made, because to do that was just
Dude, they got some badass players.
They're the second best team in this league. Right?
Jonquel Jones.
Yep.
She'll give Asia a run for her money.
Brianna Stewart.
Oh, she's a beast.
Is the real deal. And Ionescu, however you say her name, Ionescu. I'm always saying it wrong.
I think it's actually Ionescu.
That's what it is.
I think it's Ionescu.
Maybe that's what it is. Anyway, that girl's bad. She's bad. That's one badass bitch right there. So no, what they did at the end of that game, where they stopped or refused to let Angel Reese pull that crap again, was. At that moment, I was like, oh, what's happening here?
I'm trying to remember.
I was rooting for a New York team, and I was like, I felt good about it.
I'm trying to remember.
I felt good about it.
I'm trying to remember which player, because they surrounded her.
Yeah, they did. They were like, you are not
you
getting
are not
this.
There's
no way that ball.
It was Jonquel Jones. Yeah. Who's the other big?
I don't remember her name, but they just.
Nope.
And the thing was, they were like, oh, there were people that were actually complaining, oh, you wouldn't play her one-on-one. Like, they played her one-on-one the whole fucking game. She was 3 for 12. They did just fine on her one-on-one.
Yeah.
They were just not going to let her pad her stats, which for those of you delusional people that still don't think that actually happened, that was Exhibit A that it did.
What happened before?
I know. She's done it twice. She's done it twice in the past week. And I called her on the Wednesday show. He has not watched that yet. He'll see it, though. But I called her out on that.
It's still a good streak she had, though.
Yeah, but it wasn't.
I know. I'm not saying I'm not saying she's the rookie of the year because of it.
That's it. That's pure idiot.
I totally disagree.
By the way, that's what that segment is about.
I totally disagree with that.
I blasted that, and everybody else with a brain does.
But I don't even feel like I have to completely shit on Angel. Like She's just not.
She does it to herself.
Yeah, but
she should have made the All-Star team.
Yeah,
she should have. She's had a good year. She's had a good year.
The leading rebounder
She's
in the
destroying
league.
it with her fucking antics. I said this to you. You know what the problem is? The only thing that anyone mentions with her is double-double when it talks about basketball. Everything else about her is about her attitude. It's about this, about that. Again, she's getting more talk because of the way she acts than her game itself. And that sucks. But she's doing it. That is true.
I think there's a sect of people that recognize her game and
a very
they don't
small
care about the other
sect of people.
You think so?
Yep.
I don't know about that.
Because even the ones that acknowledge the double-double go, oh yeah, but let me ask you about this stat. How many of those rebounds were bricks that she threw up?
Well, sure.
So trust me. Okay.
I mean, she's still getting her own rebound.
If you Tom, okay. Yeah. At 6'4" in the men's game, if I do that, I've got a 90% chance of doing that at 6'4". She's 6'4" in the women's game, which means if she does that,
at 6'4", I think you have less chance in the NBA.
I don't have a better chance than her. I'm saying.
Yeah.
I have about a 90%. I'm saying if she did
that high.
Yes, because I know how to box out. Okay, and if you can box out, you can box out people even bigger than you, and I know because I did it. Alan Henderson, to name a few. By the way, he was 6'10". All right, so the thing is, it does happen. By the way, Drew Holiday has done this before our eyes. He's boxed out bigger guys.
Perkins used to say that.
Perkins
used to say, what's Denver's guy name again? Jokic.
The Joker.
Yeah. Remember when Perkins was getting on him for it? He said he's stat padding when he was getting the triple doubles.
He has range beyond 5 feet.
Oh,
and we routinely see it.
He can hit a three.
Do you realize that I don't know what the stat was or the number. I think it was over 70% of Reese's shots are in the paint.
Yeah, under the
and
basket.
She's a 41% shooter.
And in the paint is generous. They are like directly under the bucket.
They're close. Mm-hmm. They're a lot closer than you think. And that's the thing. So, but the thing is, look, I already blasted her the other night. I don't care. Tonight's
Still
about.
Give her credit. She can rebound.
Tonight, I just said she should have made the All-Star team. She's good enough. But her play is getting overlooked because of her antics. Yeah. And trust me,
she's also a lot more powerful than a lot of
stat padding just made it worse. Yeah, that just made it even worse. She's openly doing it. She's done it 3 times or tried to do it 3 times the past week, for Christ's sake. So
I don't know. I'm not going to hate her for it. It's weak.
She could run over your dog and you wouldn't hate her.
I thought it was weak. I'm not going to hate her.
I'm telling, what's her name?
Oh.
Ubumke. What's her name there?
Chene?
Chene Ubumke.
You're going to tell Chene?
I'm telling her you're cheating on her with freaking
I'm not.
Reese. Oh, yeah. Maybe. I'm going to tell Chene. I'm telling Chene.
Dude, Angel is gorgeous. There's nothing wrong with that.
No, you can't. You can't have them both, Tom. You got to pick one or the other.
I don't have either one of them.
You can't have them both, Tom.
I don't have either one of them.
He's so modest. You can't have them both, Tom. You got to make up your mind.
Believe me, neither one of them
make up your mind.
Okay?
Make up your mind.
We know neither one of them want me.
I'm telling you. Don't be fooled.
I'm married. Just had my 15th wedding anniversary.
No, congratulations, by the way. Congratulations. Cheers to that. 15 good ones right there.
Been together for 24 goddamn years. Holy fuck.
Yeah, that is awesome stuff right there. No, 15. Hey, look at the average now is like 10 years for a marriage. You've already done that.
Is that true?
Divorce rate, you know how high the divorce rate is in this country?
10 years?
10 years. Most marriages don't get out of 10 years.
10 years seems long. If you make it to 10,
most marriages don't get past it. That's my point.
No, but I'm saying that
you got to 15, so you're right. Just making your point. I was trying to say this is the significance.
Well, I'm just saying, to me, it feels like if you're going to get divorced, it happens quick. But no, that's not true.
It's not true. And by the way, to prove that, my own brother, they were married 23 years and they got a divorce.
Yeah, that was a bullshit comment. I'm sorry.
So, but anyway, the point is this. We're not going to harp on that. The point is he's cheating and he needs to admit it.
We're not going to harp on it. You brought it up.
It's true.
I like Angel.
The fact that you were so bad, so quick to deny it.
There's a secret.
I was so quick to go, that's not true. Anyway,
I didn't think she was a
the big thing is this, not to start off on the New York Liberty champ, but I had to do it because I was so proud of her.
Trying to talk about Jalen Brunson, and you go right to
we got to go to Jalen Brunson.
And I'm going to did 9 minutes on Angel Reese.
I know, that's terrible. She doesn't deserve 9 minutes of anything. Don't you finish that sentence.
What do you mean?
Never mind. We want to start with this.
Why you got to be throwing dirty
shifting gears.
This is a family show.
From the filth to listen. To talk.
The filth? Come on. The filth. Jesus. Every time we talk about Angie, just that bitch.
How about the emoji I sent you today? How about the emoji I sent you today about the Yankees? No, about the Phillies? About them getting bent over by the A's? Remember the one I sent you where it says, "Bite the pillow, I'm coming in dry."
God, that's terrible.
Gee, what are you doing? Get the hell out of here. Get in the house.
I just need Advil. Mom said to come get it.
I am recording. Get in the house. I'll get it when I'm done. By the way, my daughter just walks out.
So in 3 hours.
No, we gotta do it. We're gonna do a break.
Yeah, this is the first segment.
This first segment. Get in the house. I'll come get you. Like you're going to sleep. I'll set the alarm for never.
Maybe we'll go to sleep at this time.
Maybe for once. There it is.
This could be the night.
I'll lay all the money in China. No. Or is that the tea in China? How much tea does China actually have?
I think they have more money than tea.
No, that would be all the money in China because most of it belongs to us anyway. So anyway,
we're in debt to China.
No, I'm saying all the money they're getting is from us. That's what I meant. It's all dead presidents. It's all dead presidents. Sorry,
I thought you were saying like we were funding them. Well, in a way we are.
Actually we are because we owe our bills to them. So it's like that's all.
Oh sure, you can have our debt.
I'm just waiting for them to erect the statue of George Washington in Peking. I mean, so. What?
Peking.
Peking? Is it no? What's the capital?
Hong Kong.
No, Hong Kong's not the capital. I think it is Peking.
Peking is the
China
capital.
is county. Yeah, Hong Kong is not the capital.
What is, really?
It's Peking. Yeah.
Peking duck.
No, Peking. P-E-K and King.
Right, Peking duck. That's It's,
the duck is not the capital.
no,
The city
duck
of Peking.
is from Peking.
Sure, I believe you. So anyway, the point is this:
Capital of China is Beijing.
Beijing.
Neither one of us was right.
I meant Beijing. I'm stoned, so I said Peking.
I meant Beijing too.
Hong Kong.
Yep, I said Hong Kong. I meant Beijing.
Peking and Beijing.
No.
Kind of, yeah. They rhyme, and you know it.
No, they don't.
They rhyme.
Dude.
They end with the same 3 letters.
So does Hong Kong.
No.
Beijing, Hong Kong. It's like the same word.
No, it's not.
It's right there.
Not even close.
No.
It's not.
Adjust your ears.
It's not even close. Anyway,
Adjust your
adjusting gears to what we were trying to talk about
Hong
tonight.
Kong,
The New York
Beijing.
Knicks and Jalen Brunson
We are the New York Knicks.
pulled
We
a
are
Tom
the New York
Brady
Knicks.
this week. We called it on the air that he would do this. And he gets it. He's a winner. He won a title at Villanova. The kid's been a winner everywhere he's been. And to him, he knows he's going to make enough money where he's not going to have to work the rest of his life. So it doesn't have to be this astronomical number. Okay? I think it's a fair deal. It's a good deal for both sides, really. And trust me, if this actually
He's
comes,
not broke.
He's not broke. Remember, they're already paying him $93 million. So now he's going to get 160. He's doing fine. And that's before you get to the commercials.
Okay, so here he was eligible
Yeah.
for a $269 million contract if he waited one more year.
He left $100
Okay,
million.
so hang on. So
on the
he was eligible for $269 million in 2025.
Yeah.
Instead, he said, "You know what? Let's sign it right now for $157 million."
That
Yowzers.
is the definition of a Tom Brady. $100+ million on the table he left. You Knick fans, I'm gonna say this right now. You better never boo him.
No, we wouldn't.
They would not. No, never,
No
never,
way.
ever. I don't care if he goes 0 for 20 in Game
I
7
agree.
of it. Never, because that
Dude,
dude,
he's our guy.
That dude just sets you up for the next 10 years to be able to stay in it, to not just compete now, but stay in it. And that's in this world. That is very rare.
No, there's no.
That's very rare
we
in this
wouldn't
world.
boo Jalen Brunson.
So I'm saying you better never boo him. So the Knicks, that came on the heels of Tatum getting his deal for 3 years, $414 million, which was coming. That was the last shoe to fall. So both teams are loaded and ready. It just comes down to just both teams stay healthy. I want to see this healthy. I don't want to see this where one team is missing one guy and this team's missing 2 guys. I don't want to get into that shit.
Yeah.
That drives you up a fucking wall. Just for
You know
once.
that's going to happen at some point.
It will in the regular season, definitely, but the playoffs.
I hope it doesn't happen in the playoffs.
You listen.
Dude, last year was so boring in the East.
This won't be.
I hope not.
If they're both
I hope
100%,
they're
this will be anything but boring.
Yeah.
This will be box office. This will be what we were praying we would get when they finally got to Dallas because Dallas was healthy. But the Celtics were still missing Porzingis for most of it. And it didn't matter because they bent him over anyway. But the thing is they were that good. But a healthy Knick team, like this, we're talking this roster now with what they've added. Oh yeah, this goes 7.
Well, see what I
think it goes 7.
what I really love about it is the Knicks are different than a lot of teams in that like they don't quite have the same kind of big 3-ish combo that some teams have.
Yeah.
but they have a deeper and more cohesive team. So it's like a different, it's those differing styles. that
Denver
I
doesn't
can't
have a
wait to
big
see.
three.
I know. And
Okay.
they were bounced.
But they won last year.
Yeah.
They won a championship with
Yeah.
it, though. So, and the year before that, it was Golden. Well, they didn't, I don't know if they still. Well, they were still big three, I guess, because all three of them were still there. But the Celtics this year, it's Brown and Tatum.
Yeah, but y'all have Porzingis. That's a legitimate
He didn't.
three.
He missed 12
I understand.
playoff games.
I understand. They're that good.
Yeah, he missed 12. To me, it's not a big three because it was a big three. If you lose one of them, you don't win. It's a big two.
I know, but he's better than most threes, wouldn't you say?
I thought he should have been an all-star twice already.
Right. So that's.
And the same thing with Derek White. I think they get penalized because the team is so loaded. This happened back in the 80s, by the way. It's the first time I've seen it. But the thing is, he's close. I don't know if he's quite there. I will say this. What he did in that first game against Dallas, Porzingis,
Yeah.
that was big
That was
three.
amazing.
That was big three shit. A big three guy has a game like that.
That was number 2 shit.
Yeah, I mean, and he did, the thing about it is he was 5 weeks off and he did that.
That was number 1.
So anyway, but back to the Knicks, because this thing really is about the Knicks and what they have done. They have set themselves up to be a serious title contender for the next 5-6 years, easily, maybe even longer than that, depending on how they draft and what they do. But they're going to have the money to go out and bring in people. It's going to be a destination thing because the Knicks haven't won in fucking forever.
They're still getting
and
underestimated.
It's
though.
New York.
They're still getting. Yes, they are.
By who?
Have you seen these lists of like?
By who?
Oh, the big threes are the better big three is in Philly, in Boston, in who else? They put Cleveland above them.
That's
better
where
big
you know
three.
it's trash.
I was.
That's
like,
where you know it's
what?
trash. Cleveland doesn't have three anything.
Yeah.
They don't. Jared Allen right now is a good backup or a good second string guy. He's not a Robin.
And Garland isn't a Robin.
No, he's not. Where do you get that? Who put this list out?
You didn't see it?
No!
Joel sent it in that thing.
Where did it come from?
That Bleacher Report.
Right there. Bleacher Report. No, they're under the bleachers for a reason.
You think Bleacher Report shit?
Yeah, but I think that report.
I think
that
a lot
report.
of people get their news.
I think that report proves it. Right there. That's the
Where a lot
dumbest.
of people get their
Cleveland
news.
has a better big three than New York. What the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you looking at?
I think
What
they
game
were
are you
They
on?
were 7, and the Knicks were at like 9.
Right now, as it stands, next year's finals favorites, it's Boston, Denver, and New York.
Right.
And then maybe either OKC, who added your guy.
But see, I think what a lot of people aren't saying these teams are better. They're saying if you look at their top 3 players.
It's not about 3 players.
I understand.
The Celtics just proved this.
Right,
Who gives
but
a fuck
they're
about
talking
that?
about like how Paul George, Tyrese Maxey, and Embiid are now a 3 there.
Paul
You have
George-
the 3 in Minnesota.
Paul George and Embiid haven't stayed healthy in the playoffs in like 5 years.
That's true.
And they're only getting older. One's 30, one's 35. So what are the odds of this going the other way? No.
And even when they've
They're
been
a
healthy,
distant-
even when they've been healthy, they haven't won.
Look, I think they're the third best team in the East, but there's a gap between them and New York right now. There's a gap.
Yeah.
Because New York beat them last year without all their guns.
Yeah, that's
So,
true.
okay, we'll give you him, and we'll add this guy, and this guy back, and then we'll see what it looks like. Because that's literally what would happen.
Yeah.
So don't give me that bullshit. It doesn't fly. But again, Bleacher Report, the highly questionable one. One played basketball, one just watches it. Okay? So it's that simple. So
Well, you don't know the person who's.
I know this. If they said that, they don't know basketball. Okay? That's the dumbest thing. It's one of the dumbest things I've ever seen. You're talking about big threes when the team won the championship isn't a big three. Because, I mean, you could put Drew Holiday in there. He could be a big three,
That's
right?
true, yeah.
So is it
You
4?
guys have like a big 5.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's a team. It's not 3.
Yeah,
you guys have a team.
Yeah.
A deep team now.
I know, but it's like it's different than Boston. Like
It's
you guys,
not as sexy. That's
No,
all.
it's not about sexiness.
It's sexiness.
You have a certain talent level at every position, 1 through 6 to 7.
You have all but one right now, and the one isn't even really like you don't have any talent there. It's just he's not really. I don't know if he's a
Mitchell
star.
Robinson
Yeah, he's like a good
is-
backup.
he's a
I don't know
good
if he's
backup.
I don't know if he's a star, but he's a good backup.
Yeah.
So you don't have that front line guy. That's the one thing you don't have. And you said that, by the way, yourself.
Well,
That's
yeah,
the one
I said
thing.
we need
you
something
need
at
something
the
like
5.
that.
And-
You didn't even know if Hartenstein was enough.
Especially losing Hartenstein.
Yeah.
That's,
Well, that made a huge void.
Yeah.
So, because I thought he was good again, but
Yeah, and he fit their their identity.
But we said somebody would overpay for him, and oh baby,
You said nobody would overpay for him.
well,
You were like, why would anybody give him that? And I knew. It's
apparently
just,
there
it's
is a team.
stupid-ass
Hey
market.
Sean, here you go. Apparently there is a team dumber than the Boston Celtics. Sean wanted me to say on the air, why don't you admit now they're not the dumbest basketball team anymore? I'm like, Sean, if you saw the show that says Celtics graduate, graduate implies you're not stupid anymore. You graduate because if you're stupid, you don't graduate.
Yeah, but I
okay,
think
they
he's
graduated
because of the venom you've been spewing for so long.
Has it not been valid?
Whether it's been valid or not.
That matters.
Wants a formal apology.
I'm not apologizing. It was valid. If I cooked it up out of thin air and I was Skip Clueless and all this shit, okay, then yeah, I'd apologize.
Skip Clueless.
I would apologize if I was him, but I'm not him. Everything that I talked about was true.
Okay.
I gave you factual evidence of it. It wasn't something I conjured up.
That Hong Kong is closer to Beijing, and then we're good. Then we're square.
Peking and Beijing. Hong Kong and Beijing.
They both end in ing. Okay. Mine ends in an ng.
No,
Two words
your
in an
ends
ng.
in ong, not ing.
No, I said ng.
Hong Kong
Ends in ng.
It's ong.
Well, of course, but the last two are ng.
King versus Kong. That's why it doesn't rhyme. If it was Han,
both
if it was Han King, it would have rhymed.
They both end Hong King.
Hong King. Because that would rhyme with Beijing, which coincides with Peking.
Technically, they both end in ng.
Yeah, but there's a third letter there. Like there's a big three, but in this case it does matter because it changes the whole fucking
It's
sound.
just a big two. This is like Brown and Tatum.
Well, but I'm saying the Celtics have a big 5 or 6 to your point.
They have a big 7.
You want to throw Al Horford in there and Peyton
Throw
Pritchard?
them out of the way.
I mean, by the way, how many teams have a guy that can sit for 40 minutes, come off the bench, and hit a 55-foot
Okay,
three-pointer
let's
in
look
Luka
at-
Doncic's face?
Okay, so here's their top big threes, okay, in the league. This is Bleacher Report sent to me by Joel. Sacramento Kings, number 10. With
That's valid.
De'Aaron Fox.
They added De'Aaron Fox. Yeah, that's
No, they had De'Aaron Fox.
I mean,
they added DeMar DeRozan.
I'm sorry, DeMar DeRozan. I
And
apologize.
they have what's his face?
Sabonis?
Sabonis.
Yeah, who's a stud. Yeah,
So
that's
so
legit.
You're saying that's a legit.
That's a legit 3. Yeah,
Okay, so then here are the Knicks at number 9.
they should be higher than that.
But who do you pick as their third? They go Mikal Bridges, Jalen Brunson, Julius Randle.
Oh no.
Would you go OG as part of that
I'd
three?
get Mikal Bridges out of there. He's not better than OG Anunoby. What? That's right. See, stop. Just stop. Stop talking. Don't. You know what? Don't even read me the rest of this garbage. I'm getting dumber listening to it. No, turn it off. I don't care. Right there. Right there. Mikal Bridges. Nobody with a brain between their ears would tell you Mikal Bridges is a better basketball player than OG Anunoby. Nobody with a brain between their fucking ears.
Well, apparently they do.
OG Anunoby, it should be first team all defensive team. If he wasn't, because he didn't play enough games.
All right, here's the next.
And he can give you 15 to 20 every night.
Here's the next. The Phoenix Suns, number 8.
That should be the OG.
As in old gangster.
Old guy.
That would be.
And
Kevin
by the way,
Durant,
Bradley,
CJ
you know what though?
McCollum,
Bradley Beal has
Devin
not
Booker.
earned that title. Bradley Beal hasn't earned shit.
He's not a number 3
No.
in a big 3.
No, Bradley Beal is a fraud. You said he was a fraud. You were right.
When did I say
Last
Bradley
year you thought he
Beal's
was a fraud in Washington. He's not that good. You were calling that a year ago.
Well, I don't think he's great.
No, you called him a fraud.
I never called him a fraud.
You said he was a fraud. He's not what people think he is. He scores points only because he's the best player on a bad team. That's the only reason he gets
That
points.
sounds like something you said.
No, you
Next
said
up,
it.
Number 7, Cleveland Cavaliers.
See, right? Stop. I'm getting dumber. Stop.
Darius Garland, Donovan Mitchell, and Evan Mobley. They didn't even pick Allen.
No. Move on. Go. Let's get dumber, America.
Okay, next one. Oh god.
Yeah, there's pressure now.
The Memphis Grizzlies. Desmond Bain, Jaren Jackson, and John Morant.
No. No.
All right,
Just no.
What do you think about this one?
That's
Dude,
worse
you're
than
right.
that's worse than Cleveland.
more
We're
I
getting
see-
dumber. The
the more I
higher you
see
go, the worse this gets.
The more I see these big threes, you can't consider these big
They're
threes.
not big threes at all. Who the fuck did this list?
Anthony Edwards, Rudy Gobert, Karl Anthony Towns.
No, because Gobert is
Gobert
Gobert
is-
can't score in a whorehouse with a fistful of hundreds.
No, but then on top of that, in big moments in the playoffs last year, they were sitting Karl Anthony Towns because they couldn't
That's
allow
not a
him.
big three.
That's yuck.
That's a big one. It's one and two big piles of shit. And if you doubt that, I'll show you the bag job, the Defensive Player of the Year awards when fucking the French pastry there won it instead of Wimbiana, and Wimbiana doubled all his stats on defense.
All right, here's another one. Oklahoma City Thunder.
Who's the third guy?
Jalen Williams.
That's close.
I don't really know him.
Holmgren
enough
is
to say.
Holmgren is ascending. I don't know if he had a great rookie year. Don't get me wrong. He was number 2 for Wimbiana.
But is he a legitimate 2 for a big 3?
Not
yet?
he's 2. He's not. He's. I think he will be eventually.
Could be, yeah.
I don't think he is yet. I think he will ascend to that. But right now, today, I don't think he is.
But
he's a step below
But
that.
Shea is definitely.
Oh, he's legit.
He's the one.
Yeah, he's the one. Yeah.
Is it Shea?
Yeah, Shea Gilchrist-Alexander.
Okay.
Yeah. Kentucky, another fucking Kentucky superstar that they couldn't fucking win with.
Wait till you hear this one. Number 3, Milwaukee Bucks. Yikes. Giannis, Dame Lillard, and Chris Middleton.
Chris Middleton hasn't played in 3 years.
He did play this year. He was in there when...
he hasn't looked like himself.
I know, that's true.
In 3
But remember, he was the one leading the team because Giannis was out in the playoffs. And they did not look good at all.
They don't guard anybody. Like they, at the end of the day, they're as bad as Dallas. They can't stop anybody.
The number 2 big 3.
Philly.
Embiid, George, and Maxey.
Yeah.
That's
a big 3.
But just call me in the playoffs. That's all I
but
have
it
to
is.
say.
But that on paper, that is a big 3.
Yes.
I'll tell you what. I'll give you their 3 over New York's 3 slightly. But after that, it's all New York.
Yeah.
It's all New York.
It's New York from 4, 5, 6,
4 to 8.
7,
4 to 8, I
yeah.
believe. It's all
Yeah.
New York. I'm not kidding when I say that.
Yeah, that's
So,
true. And that's what I mean by like a mixing of the styles at the
Yeah.
top.
Yeah.
You know?
And honestly, I think Brunson's better than Maxey, so it's not.
I agree with that.
I think Brunson's better.
But
Than
Maxey's really good.
He is, but Brunson, I give him the edge over him.
Maxey's still a little younger.
Yeah.
It
So
seems
I
like
don't know that they have that advantage in 3 positions over them. I'll say George, based on his career, is better than Anunoby, and same thing with Randall in terms of Embiid. Embiid's got a league MVP. Randall's not better than him.
No.
He's a good player. He's an all-star caliber. He's not better than Embiid. He's not. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But he's a good player. Embiid's that good.
Yeah, he doesn't impact
He's
the
won.
game anyway.
He won an MVP in the last 3 years.
Embiid
Can't-
impacts the game.
He does. He's an asshole, but he impacts the game.
Dude,
So-
me and Joel were going at it on that. He did not like it.
Oh man.
He
And I said, and Joel, when you say he's not in Draymond Green's rearview mirror, everything he did was Draymond Green-ish. He is definitely in his rearview mirror. Because those were Draymond Green. And I said he wasn't Bill Laimbeer, but
he
is
was
the-
close.
I've seen Draymond.
Ripping the guy down from
That's the Draymond Green.
that was the
Bill Laimbeer did that to
that's
Larry
right.
Bird too, by the way. They in the conference finals in '87.
and maybe this was a clutch my pearls moment.
What?
Well, when he did that, I kind of clutched my pearls like, oh my goodness.
Well, no, it was dirty. Honestly, if he did that to any, like, I'm not a Knicks fan. That was fucking dirty.
Yeah.
Like the average fan will go, "That's I don't care if you have no horse in the race. That's fucking dirty."
Okay, but Joel said it was an awkward foul. That's where I kind of say,
What the fuck
no.
does he mean by that? Clarify, America. What is an awkward foul?
Yeah.
What to me is an awkward foul?
Well, because
anywhere where you consciously grab someone's limb, that's not awkward. That's
yank.
that's a whole that's intent. You mean to do
That's
that?
not
That's
on
not
purpose.
That's not It's not on purpose. That's not an accident.
He was angry.
Yeah, it's not like he was in the ocean. He was drowning. Ah! Then you reach out and grab him the first thing you can.
To
He's
me,
laying on a
to
hardwood
me,
floor.
it seemed like he was throwing a fit
He was throwing a fit.
and just pulled the guy down. And that's kind of what I felt like Caitlin did today when that player like pulled on her arm and she
You're
just like,
not serious.
she just went shh.
Okay. So
She
now-
just raked the girl in the face. I was like, nowhere near Embiid, okay? Nowhere near Embiid. But I mean, just tantrumy. Like,
Well,
don't touch me.
And again, I don't think. Again, she was wrong for doing that. But if you watch the game leading up to that,
it was physical.
it was physical, and she'd had enough of it. And again, I'm not saying the kid who was playing her dirty, but she was being physical. And at some point,
yeah, but
you get frustrated.
but smacking somebody in the eye, that's not being physical.
Well, maybe she thought that because they were letting a lot of stuff go. This kid didn't get into foul trouble, by the way, the one who was D'ing her up. And I thought it was good defense, but there was some moments where she did some things that I have done.
Dude,
So-
actually, the whole league is actually very physical.
It's very physical.
There's a lot of...
Which begs the question, Jen Rizzoli. The women's international game is more physical than this. That's a load of shit times two.
Yeah, she's just...
That's a load of shit times two.
She's not
which,
ready for it.
No, but I said this a couple weeks ago that this was a lie. It's a smoke show. In a year, they're not going to remember what you said. Okay, but the bottom line is this. What a load of shit it was. It's the most physical women's basketball league in the world. It's not even close. Don't give me this shit about Europe. The best, the best 100, they're all in the WNBA.
Yeah.
All of them. Okay, they're all the best 100 or two, whatever it is number. They're all in the WNBA. There's not someone overseas that's good enough to be here, but they're holding out for a better contract. That's not fucking happening. Okay, it's not fucking happening. So don't give me that shit that the international game is more for bullshit. Okay? Hey, pull this leg and it plays Jingle Bells. Anyway.
Do you think they're going to pull her in? I've noticed a lot of players sitting, but they're going to play in the, like they're not doing well, so they're sitting out their team games and they're going to play in the Olympics. That seems interesting.
They're now starting to ramp up this Taurasi injury.
The lower leg injury that they keep.
She hasn't played. So
well, no, she played yesterday and they got smoked.
Yeah, but then she took because of her, like, she didn't play the game before that. She didn't play, so
she hadn't played in multiple games. But then she played yesterday and they got smoked. Mm-hmm. I think it was Saturday.
So, but then and then there's what's going on with Brittany Griner. I don't know. But anyway, the thing
she
is,
hurt her hip in that game against the Fever.
Yeah,
there was a collision.
Yeah,
and that shit looked
like
a
bad
fall.
Yeah,
for a tall person.
Yeah. But she had been banged up before that, too. She's missed multiple games.
Yeah, she has.
So the thing is, they're leaving the door open.
Because they're number 6, right? Phoenix is in the 6th hole, I think.
They are, yes. It's in fact, now the Fever moved up to 7. They're now ahead of the Sky.
Right, the Sky are in 8.
Yep. Fever went to 7.
Yep. And then the Mercury
and the Mercury.
6.
So this is getting very interesting. So not that it wasn't already. But the thing is, like, you know, that's her doing that, given how physical the game was. I'm not that surprised that it happened.
Yeah.
But what I said to him was, and I agree with him on the criticism in that moment. What I was wanted to see, because they were down 7, how would she respond to this? Her fourth quarter,
was good.
She had 5 assists. She had 12 points. I mean, 11 points, whatever. She responded when it mattered most. And rookies, I'll tell you what, that's a good sign. That's maturity. She fucked up. She realized she fucked up and got back to work. And in time to win, dude, that team was ranked number 1 in the West.
Yeah,
they were in first place. So the Indiana Fever are coming.
They were missing Collier.
Yeah, they were.
Who I think is their best player.
Yeah, I think she is.
But they're still a tough team.
They were.
They were fucking raining threes.
They were at home, and the Fever don't have a good record on the road.
Raining threes.
Yeah. But I mean, if
you
think about
Sheraldon,
yeah. In the last, they've won 8 of their last 12, and their last 4 wins they've beaten the Liberty, the Mercury twice, who are a playoff team, and today the number 1 team in the West from Minnesota, the Lynx. They're ranked number 1. Minnesota. Who won that? They're in season, whatever that fucking thing they call.
Oh, they dropped a banner for that.
Yeah, they dropped a banner.
The Commissioner's Cup.
The Commissioner's Cup.
Made me think of the Lakers. I don't know.
But Minnesota's not trying to act like the Lakers. They don't have.
That's true.
So they're not, you know. Because the thing is, Kobe Bryant is the one rolling over in his grave with that. So I mean, and so Magic's openly just throwing up. So,
back to Brunson.
Back to Brunson.
Back to Brunson, who made an amazing sacrifice.
Beyond amazing.
Which you do not see in sports these days.
You know, I hate this kid because I love him. And
well, it's like
he's a Nick, and I can't stand it.
I don't want to act like he made a choice to be poor. He didn't. Okay, like
no, but he left $100 million. Is $100 million, Tom.
Yeah, there's not a lot of people that, when it comes down to it, say it's just money.
Okay.
Most people who don't have it go, it's just money. Like, you know, what's $20 million? If you're in the situation, turning down that much money, most people wouldn't do it.
What his father, I'm sure, said to him probably before this even happened was that the reality is if you're great in this league, you're going to make your money, but you're going to make so much more off the court.
Yeah.
And in a market like New York, if he brings home a banner and ends that 50-year drought, are you kidding me? They'll erect a statue of him, probably in Times Square.
Dude, but even before doing that, even if he doesn't do that, if he's there for 10 years,
I'm saying
we'll love him like that.
Do you
for the
know
next 10 years.
what's in New York? Okay, all the opportunities that he would have in that city if he brought the Knicks. Oh my God. Or he has a career like Ewing.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Even if he doesn't.
Yeah.
Just the fact that we know he's trying his ass off to do it.
I think today was
amazing.
That was the anti-Kyrie Irving move right there.
That was the anti-every athlete.
Yeah. So kudos to him. And
I mean, dude, fucking Tatum and Brown just both signed for over $300 apiece.
They took no pay cut.
You didn't see them go, you know what? We'll both sign for $250.
No.
And I'm not saying they should have. No. It's just amazing to see.
In their minds, they're building around the two of them. And with the salaries going up with that new $76 billion, did you see this deal I just got?
No.
The $76 billion TV deal.
Oh, from NBC.
Wherever TBS, not TBS, NBC or somebody else.
NBC took it. That's why this is going to be Charles' last.
So yeah, the cap is only going to go up. Okay, so
and I
the
guess
contracts,
they're making money off the league.
The contracts are going to get bigger, but in a place like New York, the indoor, all the shit that he'll be getting into off the court, he'll make more money than he ever will working for it. Look at Michael Jordan's Bulls numbers money-wise versus the rest of his, where he made the rest of his money. It's not even close. It's not even fucking close. Yeah. And same thing with LeBron. So they're all, no, but this is where the league is now.
Yeah.
And this is why what he did was so amazing.
It's unprecedented.
It's unprecedented in this era, what he did. So we can talk about Tom Brady all day long. Tom Brady is one of one. We get that. But he was the only one that would ever do this. This is a whole different thing.
In a time when it seems like nobody's doing this.
You just said the two Celtics superstars are like, nope, I'll take all that. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, dude, Scotty Barnes on the Raptors just signed for like $224 million.
Now, to me, he's young. He is young.
He's young, but still, it's like holy shit.
But again, they're paying for potential, not for what he's done. Because he was 19 and 8, and I get it.
But I'm saying it just shows how much Jalen could be worth if you want to. You know, his value is beyond the price they're getting on.
Do you need another?
Yes, please.
Okay, hold on.
His value is way beyond that price.
It is.
But to your point, he's saying, look, once I make a certain amount of money, like I'm gonna be fine. I have endorsements, even without endorsements, he's making $40 million a year.
Yeah, he's fine.
Fine.
He's fine. He's totally fine. So
as long as he's smart, but he's obviously smart.
Jalen Brunson is smart. Yeah. His dad is smart. I played against his dad. I can tell you firsthand how smart he is. So not just as a basketball player too. So that was one of his toughest things about him. Mentally, he was tough. So, and by the way, to play for Don Chaney, you got to be fucking tough. Don Chaney is like the African American version of Bobby Knight. He's not as brutal as him, but in terms of coaching you and how hard he coaches you, every bit as hard as Bobby Knight will coach you. He's just not dirty. He's just more mature about it. But he will push you.
John Chaney, that's the guy that was always yelling.
And when he went after Calipari. Gee, what a surprise. He went after Calipari. I can't imagine why that happened.
For some reason, I was thinking it was Jimmy
You got to see that. It's very funny.
No, I remember.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Calipari looked like he was going to shit his pants.
Oh, yeah. James got to put him to the floor. And if 5 basketball players didn't jump in, he would have. So, anyway, the thing is, for Brunson, his dad to play for that guy, be a starter for 4 years, yeah, you're tough. And that's why his dad had a 9-year career, and no one knows who he is.
Well, do you know that, like, Leon Rose is somehow, like, in the mix with the Brunson'S?
Didn't know that.
Like, they go back, basically.
Do they?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's his dad.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's with his dad's connection. Yeah. I mean, you have a 9-year career in 9 different cities. You're going to make some connections if you're smart. And I know his dad is smart, so.
Well, no, I think it was a friend.
Might have been that, too. A friend of a guy he may have met in one of those cities. Who knows? I went to college with, but.
Yeah, so Leon Rose is Jalen Brunson's godfather.
So it goes way back.
That's interesting, right?
Yeah, very interesting. That goes way back. So they've had a relationship or a friendship.
So Leon Rose was Rick Brunson's agent.
Yep.
Got it.
Yeah. So, in any event, kudos to Jalen Brunson for doing something that you just don't see in this day and age, setting the Knicks up for a long-term contention, much to the chagrin of this guy right here. So, but I love him because I hate him because he's everything you want in a basketball player. So, yeah, they're going to be there in Boston's way, and they're legitimately in Boston's way.
Okay, so let me restate this. So Leon Rose was Rick Brunson's agent.
Mm-hmm.
Now Sam Rose, son of Leon Rose, is Jalen's agent.
Okay.
So their sons just continued.
This goes way back.
That's pretty sick.
That's pretty crazy. Yeah. So, but
and
again,
that's why it's all family.
Yeah.
When they make the deals, it seems to be very straight up.
It's the Villanova Knicks.
Yeah. It's like, hey, do we want to do this?
And there's no shame in that. There's no shame in that. So they're that good. So to me, I said it before all this happened that they were the biggest threat to the Celtics, and they're legitimately a threat to the Celtics.
To your point, I really just hope we see entire teams.
Yeah.
Especially when it counts.
Just get them both there healthy, and we'll see what happens. Okay? I'd like to see them all with all their big guns. I don't want to see Derek White out, or I don't want to see Anunoby out, or I don't want to see Mikal, that dude out. Yeah. I don't want to see that shit. Or even Mitchell out. I want them all, the top 8 there.
Look, I don't want to see Tatum out.
Yeah. No.
I don't want to see Brown.
I mean, I don't want to see. Yeah.
I don't even want to see Derek White out.
No. I mean, the thing is, because
I don't want to see Cornette out.
I mean, that's the thing is, like,
I don't want to see Sam Hauser out. If Pritchard's out, I don't want to see it.
Sometimes Sam Hauser takes himself out.
Look,
he nutted up when it mattered
most.
most.
If Tillman's there, I don't even want to see it.
I'm glad Tillman resigned.
But if he's not, by the way, if he's not playing when they play, I don't even want to see it.
That was a sneaky one. Because it was because he can hit the three legitimately. He can play. And he's big. He may only be 6'7", but he's stout. He's stout.
Right, he had a big three in game 2.
Dude, he was cold. He was like Peyton Bridget. It was game 3.
It was in
game 3 when they pulled away, and he was part of the. That 3 started the run that buried them. Like that 3 put them on. Buried them.
That absolutely buried them.
So the thing is, him having now a full year under the system, he'll be better next year. He will be. They all will. So and by the way, Tatum and Brown, and he knows this. He's the one guy that's been of all the answers. He's the one guy who keeps saying it. They haven't peaked.
I'm the one guy that keeps saying that?
That's not a basketball, like one of the guru. None of them are saying, Tatum and Brown are only 26 and 27, right? So they technically haven't hit their prime yet.
Yeah.
So if they did nothing else, the fact that those two are going to continue to get better is scary. Because we haven't seen their fastball yet. We don't know what their A game is yet.
Getting the title should elevate them.
It should.
Yeah.
It totally should.
Next year should be
because
completely different.
They did something the entire Western Conference couldn't do. They shut down Kyrie Irving, and they beat the crap out of Luka Doncic. The crap. No team in the West was able to do this. The Celtics did it, and they did it without Porzingis for most of it. That's fucking scary.
And if they hadn't fallen asleep, it would have been a sweep. They would have done it in 4 games.
They like to play with their food,
which I can't even get on.
See, well, I can't say.
The way they won it in Boston.
They've graduated from they're stupid to they like to play with their food.
It was meant to be.
All right, stop playing with your food. Let's go. They've earned that now. They put a banner up. When I said they graduated, they graduated. Now it's like, all right, you're playing with your food again.
All right, so you're saying they win number 2. Are they now they're out of the high chair?
Yes.
They're sitting at the big.
Because they should have won 2 already.
So they're sitting at the.
You and I both know.
So hold on. Are they out of the high chair and at the kid table, or are they out of the high chair and at the adult table?
They're at the kid table.
Okay.
You got to win
and
multiple.
And then the third.
The adult table is multiple championships.
Well, that's what I just said.
Yeah.
If they win
you gotta
2,
you got to win 2.
Do they graduate out of the high chair and directly to
they're in the kid,
adult?
They're at the kids' table now. No, they're out of the high chair.
They win their second.
They're at the.
Okay.
Okay. Because you got to have multiple. Because then you know it's not a fluke. Because anybody can win the lottery. Like Toronto 6 years ago won the lottery. Toronto's not going to win a fucking championship in our lifetime. I'll call that right now. The Raptors are not going to win another NBA championship in our lifetime. I will guarantee that. This ain't going to happen. They caught lightning in a bottle. They're not going to happen. The Celtics don't have that problem. The Celtics don't have that problem. No. So they should have won 1 already, and he knows it. Actually, probably 2.
No, they should have won 2.
Yeah. So
they were the best team
the last
2 seasons past.
Yeah, they really were. And they should have. It's ridiculous. So the thing is.
Now that's also being a little too literal because just because you're the best team doesn't mean you're winning every year.
The Celtics are proof of that. You can be the best team and not win it. But with them, it was self-inflicted, which is the worst thing about it.
Yeah.
So they graduated to, they're out of the high chair, they're at the kid table. They got to win another one, they'll get to the head table. The head table is where the Pistons sit, the old Celtics, the Bulls. You got to get multiple, the Spurs, the Heat. You got to get to that table. Okay?
Well, that'll be interesting.
It will be because it's going to get tougher. Because the Sixers and the Knicks, on paper, are both twice as good as they were last year.
Did you ever...
Right now, they're twice as good.
Did you ever respond to that thing I sent you where I think it was Steph that said they're the last dynasty? They're the last dynasty?
I've heard that. You weren't the first person that sent me that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I've heard that all over the place. Especially up north. Did you hear this shit? The second I got in town. That was the first thing. Did you see what fucking Curry said?
Well, I sent that to you before, right?
It was before. I heard it from...
You're just saying since then you've...
But they hadn't seen me. That was like the first thing they said to me after, hey, how you doing? Did you fucking see what Curry said? And I'm like, what are you talking about? And like, so...
What are your thoughts?
He doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. He doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. Like, how can you say that when the Nuggets aren't going anywhere? They're going to have a chance to win multiple championships. The Celtics aren't going anywhere. The Knicks are certainly not going anywhere. And if you're going to sit there and tell me that, that's why there's too many different... Listen, okay? The one thing you can't account for is injuries, and they fuck up 2 teams every year. And this year it was the Knicks. They were one of them. So the thing is, you can't account for that. And in the case of the Celtics, they're ascending. This isn't the back end of a team that just hit 30 and it took them. These 2 are 26 and 27. We haven't seen their A game yet.
You'd think they'd get at least 2 more.
Perfect example. We talked about this. Jaylen Brown won the conference finals MVP and the finals MVP. Okay? Jason Tatum, throughout the entire playoffs, led the Celtics in scoring, rebounding, and assists. And he hasn't peaked yet. The closeout game, he goes 31, 11, and 8, and he shot horribly. And he went 31, 11, and 8, and he didn't play that well. That's fucking scary. And you know what? I can say that because I saw him drop 50, and you've seen it too. He dropped 50 on Embiid's head in Game 7. The year before that, he dropped 46 on Giannis, who was healthy in his building. He can do that to those two. He can do that to anybody.
No doubt.
Anybody. And he did it more than once, so it ain't a fucking fluke. So he's no, are you kidding me? In fact, Reggie Miller, who you hate, there's a picture of him going, this guy is just beginning to scratch the surface. No one, you people have no idea. He said it. Reggie Miller has said it.
Well, thanks, Reggie.
Yeah. But you already knew that. You knew that already. You probably knew it before Reggie did.
I doubt that.
I've been telling you that for a while.
Well, I've been picking him as the best player, I think, since they lost the
You've been saying for 2 years, if I was starting a team tomorrow, I'd draft Jason Tatum. Yeah. That tells me you saw it. Okay, so you know. Because not many people say, they'll say like Jokic, or they'll say Embiid, or they'll say Giannis. Nobody says Tatum. He's been saying, if I'm starting tomorrow, I'm getting this is a Knicks.
Yeah, but I think I also have a bias from you.
I can give you the numbers.
No. I'm just saying.
It's not a bias. The facts are there. There's a case to be made for this.
No doubt.
Right now.
Yes.
There was a case to me he should have won the Finals MVP.
You're the person that can make the best case for it.
Anybody can roll the tape back. Because you just roll the tape back, you're going to see what I'm saying.
I'm just saying you break it down well.
Well, I focus on it. Yeah. But there are guys that get paid to do that fuck it up.
Yeah.
Like Shaq. Shaq.
What about Tim Legler?
Him too. And he was the one I had the most faith in. Because Timmy's the one that gets it right the most on ESPN. He got it wrong.
Did he say Mavericks in 7?
He said, yeah, he did say
that is
7.
A terrible pick. Mavericks in 7?
The worst ones, though, were the people who said Mavericks in 6 or 5. Like Boston was only going to win 1 or 2 games on this team. What do you fuck? What does that mean? Tatum and Brown both go down? That's the only way that's fucking happening. Because at the end of the day, they couldn't defend anyone Boston put on the floor. If Boston had think about it. Boston won by an average of like 13 points a game, and they shot horribly from the 3. What if they had shot good? What? Not great, just good. Look at their percentage for the series.
Dude, but they locked them the fuck down.
They are. They are the Celtics 2 years ago when they blew it. They were
was
the
it
best.
Under 80? Or
under 90? 4.
All 4 wins?
No, 3 out of 4. Under 100, all 4. Under 100. That Dallas offense for 4 games. Fuck you. Without Kristaps Porzingis for half of them. Are you fucking kidding me? Like,
well, it's for more than it was. You had Porzingis for 1, really.
1.5. He played like half the other game.
But he wasn't himself.
No, he was not.
It didn't seem like it. I mean, I guess it happened during that game.
Yeah.
But I think that first game took a toll on him.
Well, he was out 5 weeks, and he went balls to the wall. Yeah. I mean, tell you what, for your first finals appearance and you're coming up, that was beyond pretty good. I'll say it to that.
He won that game.
That was his game 1, and remember he was the 6th man. Is might be the best off the bench performance in finals history. It might be the best in one game. Might be.
Maybe he thought, look, I could play a few games. I could play all the games and kind of go halfway and not go too hard. Maybe he said, you know what? I can win them 1 game, giving them everything I have. Maybe I'll get hurt. Fuck it, but I'll give them 1 game.
But this is the bullshit about this Big 3 crap. He won game 1. Jrue Holiday won game 2. 26 and 11, and he brought Jrue Holiday and locked Kyrie Irving down on the other. Everybody was talking about Jalen. Luka averaged 29.8 points a game in this series. Did he really lock him down? No. Kyrie Irving averaged 19. Okay? When you hold a guy who averages over 25 to under 20, you locked him down.
Yeah.
Jrue Holiday was a better defender in that series than Jaylen Brown was. Okay? Tatum was a better offensive player than Jaylen Brown was. They gave it to him because he held Luka to 29, 8, and 6. That's ridiculous that I'm even saying that with a straight face. That's not holding anybody to anything. That's the Celtics shut everyone off and said, Jalen, just don't foul out, make him work. Try and make him work.
Yeah, but remember,
that's all that was.
Remember in game 1, he had a couple of big blocks.
He did.
And a couple of fucking
I didn't say Jalen couldn't defend him at all. I'm just saying he didn't really stop him.
Yeah.
And I don't even know that he really contained him. He just didn't average 40.
Yeah.
So,
but I mean, wasn't your point is that to beat him on defense, you attack him on offense? That's what Brown did.
Everybody, remember, they switched him.
Yeah.
Whoever he was guarding attacked him. They all did it. He couldn't hide. That's why his numbers in the 4th quarter were so staggering, the drop-off. You know why? Because he had to play defense on every fucking possession. On top of trying to do that, they wore him down. That's why he only went 5 games. He had nothing left. His 4th quarter shooting percentage was under 20%.
Yeah.
Your best player in the fourth quarter of the finals can't be under 20% in the fourth quarter.
No.
You lose every time. Every fucking time.
Crunch time.
Yeah, crunch time. You lose every fucking time. When
Clutch
that happens.
time.
Clutch time. Clutch time. Clutch time. So anyway, that's going to do it for segment 1. We're going to come back segment 2, Mets, Red Sox.
Let's go Mets.
Mets, Red Sox, and a message, private message to Jaylen Brown. All coming up segment 2.
But also, thank you, Jalen Brunson.
Lastly.
The jersey is ordered. Putting it up here. I mean,
he's superseding Ewing.
That was a complete. I don't even have Ewing up there. I have Sprewell up there.
Who's your favorite, Nick?
It's
Patrick Ewing.
It's starting to.
Even
change.
I have a Larry Bird jersey.
It's starting to change.
Laying around back there.
Brunson could be, my second guy. He could be my,
Sweet Babu.
if he wins them a championship.
Oh God.
Oh my God.
It's gonna be nauseating.
That is dude. I won't be that. I'm not that bad when my team wins.
Honestly, you'd have a right because they have never won.
Yeah, but I'm not that bad.
You're 40 years old. You've never seen them win. You would have every right to be a nauseating, disgusting fan at that point because you've never seen them win, and you've gone half your life without seeing them win.
With the Mets.
I'm saying you would have every right. The Giants, you don't have the right, but the other two you would because the Giants have won Super Bowls in this life.
Yeah, but when the Giants won the Super Bowl in the 2000s, not the other ones, because I was little during those other ones.
How about the two you were an adult for?
But I didn't act like a prick about that.
I'm not saying you did or you didn't. I'm saying you would have had the right to if you did. But the thing is, even that team that you didn't see had won championships before you were born.
Yeah.
The Knicks haven't won one in 50 fucking years.
73.
Yeah. So.
73.
Anyway. Congratulations again to Jalen Brunson. I hate you. We'll see you guys.
Love him.
I love him because I hate him. I hate him because I love him.
I think it's funny that Joel is so upset that I don't like Embiid.
Go to the tape, Joel. Go to the tape. Awkward. What the fuck is that? See, do you work for Bleacher Report, Joel? Anyway, we'll talk to you guys.
Did you see the video he sent of Brunson tripping the other guy?
Yeah,
it was nothing like that.
Close. We should show it to you so you can throw.
He literally, his leg was up. He pulled it down when he saw the guy. And the guy tripped over his leg.
He rolled over and then he looked up and his leg was in the air and they tried to drop it so he wouldn't hit him.
And he did trip him, but his legs were in the air.
I'm like, that's the polar opposite of what happened.
He tried to get out of the way.
And then Joel's response was, well, it all depends on how you look at it. I'm like, yeah, well, with common sense, Joel. Anyway, we'll see you guys back at segment 2.